getting started, a life is a dream.
In a world where Marvel leaks have become the norm, today we very well might have just got the biggest Marvel leak in the history of Marvel leaks. This is developing, this is going on right now. I am jumping on and doing this live stream as I was sitting here putting together SNS, putting together Saturday Night Special for tonight, streamed on this channel and on Rune Vision. I was sitting here doing this, and it came across my information. It was sent to me by a listener, by a follower, who said, "Yo, Matt, have you seen this yet?" And I said, What are we talking about? What do you got?" I get a link dropped to me and a message that says, "This could quite possibly be the biggest Marvel leak in the history of Marvel leaks." I was like, "All right, cool. Let's see it." I opened the link. And what I'm about to share is absolutely mind-blowing, that I was like, I've got to jump on a stream. I know I haven't done an Absolute Geek podcast in a while, trying to figure things out, but I got to jump on a stream and we got to talk about this. That's why I look all disheveled and crazy, because it's literally 8 o'clock in the morning here. I've been working on putting together another show, and this dropped, and I was like, I can't save this for that show. So, warning right now, right here, giant warning. Okay, if you don't want to be spoiled, turn off the screen, turn this video off right now. But we potentially have what could be the biggest Marvel leaks containing and pertaining to Fantastic Four, First Steps, as well as potentially Avengers Doomsday and or Secret Wars. This has been blowing up all over social media. It's been blowing up everywhere within the last minutes. A lot of these sites have been taken down. I'm going to run through this potentially so you can see it. Hopefully it hasn't been taken down yet. Potentially this video could get copyright striked and taken down as well. But I'm going to, this is your warning now. I'm going to share with you the footage, or really the concept art, for what's been leaked this morning. And it's crazy. Crazy. This is going to send the speculation world, as far as comic books and movies, into a tailspin in the next however many days, weeks, or months. Okay. So again, this is your warning. What I'm about to show you is very spoiler filled. It's being massively taken down across the internet, which is being hailed as possibly the biggest leak in Marvel history. So this comes from a concept artist who very much has worked with Marvel in the past, and from my knowledge and what is going around, you know, it's hard to weave through the what's real and what's not right now, because this is so new. But my understanding is from a concept artist who also still works for Marvel and has worked for Marvel in the past. And now this has come out. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and share with you what I'm talking about. Fantastic Four concept art, early development. We've seen the trailer for Fantastic Four, First Steps. We kind of get a feeling about what's going to happen in Fantastic Four, First Steps. So here in this first picture, we get our shot of the Fantastic Four all sitting around the table, probably 7 o'clock Sunday night. They're all there, right? Just like they put out on in the trailer. 7 o'clock Sunday night, they're all there for family dinner, which we show here. You got Johnny Storm here. Look at him a little bit like Paul Walker. But there's that one. And there's a little bit more of the concept drawing of it. That's Herbie in the kitchen. When we go down, it gets a little more interesting. We've speculated, and we've had speculation that Franklin Richards could potentially be in this Fantastic Four film. And if this concept art is true and to be believed, we get our first look at that right here. There's been a lot of speculation that Franklin Richards is in fact in this movie and that he was digitally removed. There's scenes that other scoopers have broken down where it looks like Sue Storm is hunched over or protecting her belly, or there's a lot of aspects to that lead you to believe that she could potentially be pregnant and they're hiding it in the film. Well, if this concept art again is to be believed, and it has been documented, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but it's been documented that this scooper is, or not a scooper, but this artist is well known, has worked with Marvel in the past for concept art and continues to work for Marvel. So we get our first look that, yes, indeed, Franklin Richards, if this art is to be believed, Franklin Richards, if I can talk, I'm all over the place because this is breaking as we speak, is in the Fantastic Four. Move down a little bit more. We get another shot of it. Very Pedro Pascal-esque looking Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm, Ben Grimm, Johnny Storm, and Franklin Richards. Go down a little bit more. We get some more Reed Richards Company, construction vehicles. A little bit more of the team in action. Sue Storm throwing up force fields. Look, right here, Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards is wearing a sling, much like mothers wear to carry a child, carrying, and you see right here, the head of Franklin Richards. These storyboards, I think, very much confirm what everyone speculated, that Franklin Richards is going to be a big factor in this movie and potentially a big factor moving forward in the Fantastic Four movie, First Steps, and could potentially allude to First Steps not being the first steps of the Fantastic Four, but the first steps of a child, like many people have speculated on. We go down a little bit more. We get our first looks at different concepts for Herbie with our potential final right here. A few more looks at Herbie. Then we get our character mock-up for Sue Storm. Again, holding Franklin Richards. Like I said, guys, if you're just joining me, spoiler alert, this is a massive leak that is currently going on right now. Could be the biggest leak in Marvel history. A company that's become known for massive leaks. This feels weird. The way this is coming out and the way this is potentially happening feels very weird. It very much so feels like someone from Marvel Interior was like, we need to get this out. After the poorly received Captain America Brave New World and kind of the way everything's been going for Marvel, Phase 4 into Phase 5, it feels like this is a straw pull or grasping at straw, maybe not grasping at straws, but a I don't want to say ass pull, but a desperation move from Marvel, because there's no way this just got put out on someone's art page and Marvel doesn't know about it and the world's just finding out about it. If this concept artist is what people are saying he is, or they are, I should say, shouldn't assume gender. If this concept artist is what they say they are and who they say they are, this is massive. And it feels like someone from Marvel Studios was just like, hey, Let's get this out there to draw interest. Let's get this out there so every internet personality or speculator or podcaster like myself or anything like that can get this out there and get this in the hands. And let's get people talking about Marvel Studios again. There's been a lot of rumors out there that, the early screenings and test screenings of Superman have not been good. So Marvel could be seeing a potential opportunity to get ahead of the game and get people talking about their movies and get you to forget about how bad Captain America Brave New World was. In my opinion, it wasn't that bad of a movie. I enjoyed it. It is what it is. I agree with a lot of the opinions that it didn't make a lot of sense. And when did Sam Wilson become so prominent as Captain America? But it is what it is. It's out there. It's a movie. It's a fun watch. I enjoyed a lot of it. It has its issues, especially with the CGI. But this very much feels like Marvel is trying to get you to look past Brave New World by giving you a little bit of something to talk about. So again, we've got our concept art for Sue Storm here. And again, if you're just joining it, massive Marvel leaks. If you don't want to be spoiled, Marvel leaks for Fantastic Four First Steps and potentially Avengers Doomsday or Secret Wars. That's what we're doing here. I don't want to spoil anybody who doesn't want to be spoiled. But again, this is going to send the speculation world, I think, into a shitstorm of crazy. So through this concept art so far, what we've seen is that Franklin Richards very much is probably going to appear in Fantastic Four First Steps. They did a great job of trying to digitally remove him from the trailers, but this concept art pretty much breaks that down, as every concept art you see has them holding him or him being present. So going a little bit more, we got our first look at Shala Bal, our female Silver Surfer in the movie, having contact with Reed Richards. Move down a little bit more. We see a little bit of Sue Storm and her energy powers, her using her powers. This is so detailed. We even have motion images. Her projecting her force fields. It's crazy that this got out. This just feels like Marvel Studios leaked this on purpose. There's no way this detail gets out without someone doing it on purpose. There's no way. Are you telling me if this got past Marvel Studios, that this was on the internet and all of their security and everything they do to try to hide this stuff, if this got past them, they have a massive problem and they need to go from the ground up and look through again at their security and their protocols and revet everybody who's working for them. Because this is crazy, the detail on this. All right. Go down a little bit more. You see Sue Storm projecting force fields around Franklin Richards as he falls off the couch. Bad parenting, I guess. I'm just joking. But in very much Spider-Man-esque pajamas. Now, could that just have been for the art? Who knows? Could they potentially bring up or talk about Spider-Man in this movie? Who knows? We'll have to wait till the movie comes out for that. But I found that very interesting to show the energy projection and as he falls off the couch and in Spider-Man-esque pajamas. Go down a little bit more. You see some more of the Sue Storm using her energy powers to potentially maybe ping, very Daredevil-esque potentially, and see the enemies around her and try to locate them. Again, like I said, such detail that we're getting motion clips. We see some what looks like secret agents attacking Sue Storm, and she energy projects to protect herself. Get another clip of it there. So that's it for the Fantastic Four stuff. Now we're getting into the Doctor Doom stuff, or potentially Secret Wars stuff. Okay. We have what looks like a world of Hulks here. We have Bruce Banner, She-Hulk, and potentially Bruce's son, in the world of Hulks, very much like goes on in Secret Wars. But it looks like a very old Latvian village-esque town surrounded by Hulks. Like everyone in this photo is a Hulk. Very interesting. Very reminiscent of Secret Wars. We go down a little bit more. We kind of get the drawings of it. Then it looks like we have a Bruce Banner of some sort here in chains, being held captive. It's very interesting, again, that these have been leaked out. It really is. Go down a little bit more here. Then we get this shot of God Emperor Doom sitting on the throne. He's got the white cape on. God Emperor Doom, right? We look like what potentially might be Sue Storm over here. What could be Reed Richards right here. His kind of sheriff, I guess you could call him, a right-hand man, and Stephen Strange right here. Potentially Franklin Richards. Potentially Wanda. This is very much reminiscent of Battleworld, God Emperor Doom, Secret Wars stuff that was teased in Deadpool Wolverine. So crazy that this is out there right now. That this didn't get caught by anybody at Marvel Studios well before this, and this is just getting laid in everybody's hands right now. What could this potentially, I mean, it's clear what this is, right? God Emperor Doom, Battle World. Man, it's so crazy to break down even what is going on with this right now. We'll scroll down a little bit more. We get an image of Chris Pratt Star-Lord, right? We haven't had a lot of conversation or discussion or knowledge of what Guardians are still around after the Guardians of the Galaxy 3. We know that Dave Bautista said he has no interest in playing Drax anymore, and he has no intentions of coming back to play Drax. He'll come back to play somebody else, but he doesn't want to play Drax. We assume Nebula's still going to be there. We assume that Mantis is, well, no, Mantis left too. We assume that, we know Peter Quill's still going to be there. We get an interesting shot of Peter Quill and Vision sitting on the couch, enjoying a few brewskis together. And a little pizza. And some apples and what have you. But we get a shot of Peter Quill and Vision just hanging out on the couch together. Like a couple of bros. Go down a little bit more. We get a couple of different concept drawings of it. Rough sketches of kind of the same image. And them enjoying a little bit of their time together, right? Interesting stuff. We get a nice shot of Dr. Doom sitting on his throne. Now, my speculation is this is him and Latveria in Doomsday. This is before he becomes God Emperor Doom. Because the cloak kind of has that green look to it. It could potentially still be God Emperor Doom. But it just gives me that feel that this might be Doomsday before he becomes Doom, or God Emperor Doom. Scroll down a little bit more. We get a shot of the Young Avengers and Dupe. Dupe, ladies and gentlemen, Dupe. Are you kidding me? We've heard rumblings that they're going to start showing X-Men characters before an actual X-Men movie, and it looks like we're getting that in Secret Wars or Doomsday. You've got Wong, you've got Peter Quill, you've got Hawkeye Kate Bishop. You've got Cassie Lang. You've got Quicksilver. Actually, Speed. Sorry, not Quicksilver, Speed. Wiccan, Kamala Khan, and Dupe. You have the Young Avengers. There was all those rumblings of a Young Avengers movie that then was debunked. And now, here they are. Without being in a Young Avengers movie. And you want to tell me that these leaks were not purposely done? I don't buy it. Don't buy it. I know that sites have been being taken down. Luckily, the one I have, the link still, I don't know if the link still works, but the images do. You know, I just can't even fathom this right now. We'll keep going. There's another rough sketch of what we just saw and some more. Then we go to Wakanda. There's been all these casting rumors. We're going to recast T'Challa. We're going to recast T'Challa. We're going to recast T'Challa. Whispers, rumors, backdoor deals, if you will. Is this potentially our best shot of the recast T'Challa? Is this supposed to be a multiverse T'Challa? Could this be? I don't know. Who could this be? Who does this look like to you? Who does this T'Challa look like to you? Could this be Denzel Washington? Is this the role that Denzel Washington rumored that he was playing in Black Panther 3? Could Black Panther, our Black Panther from another timeline being brought to Battle World, be Denzel Washington? Don't know. But it's clear based on these leaks, again, grain of salt if they're real, but the internet seems to be quickly vetting this guy or girl, person. The internet seems to be quickly vetting this person as a well-known Marvel storyboard artist that continues to work for Marvel today. If that's the case, why were they allowed to put this on their website or internet? Who knows? Right? Here's a look at a potentially new Black Panther suit. We get a couple of different concept arts for potentially new Black Panther outfits as we go through here. Very Wolverine-esque claws there, right? Some more tribal-esque stuff. Then we get our first look at what potentially looks like a female version of Ultron. A otherworld version of Ultron, if you will. We get a couple different nose options there. Right? I'll go back to the top. Let's talk about the ramifications of this, all right? Does this get you excited for not only Fantastic Four, First Steps, and Doom, Avengers Doomsday, and Avengers Secret Wars? If you go back to Captain America Brave New World, the end credit scene, spoilers if you haven't seen it, is Sam Wilson talking to the Thinker. And the Thinker basically says, we'll see how well you fare when other versions of characters come to your world and you're forced to fight them. It feels like to me, we're going to start seeing, we could potentially see Toby in these movies, Andrew Garfield, all these different versions of these characters. Could we potentially finally get a Tom Cruise Iron Man, Tony Stark? I don't know. Are they going to have Robert Downey Jr. play both Doctor Doom and Iron Man Tony Stark in Avengers Doomsday? I don't think so, but I don't know. All I know is that the level of intrigue that these leaks are going to throw out there is absolutely going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Again, we'll run through them real quick here. We saw shades in the trailer for Fantastic Four of their Sunday dinners, 7:00 p.m. Everyone's there. Oh, everyone's there. Everyone's there, including Franklin Richards. I don't see how you can discredit these. But again, you have to take them with a grain of salt. Herbie, Reed Richards' company. Sue Storm using her powers with Reed Richards protecting Franklin Richards right there as he's carried in what, a baby Bjorn? I think this is some crazy stuff here. We get concept art for different versions and different looks of Sue Storm. This very much looks reminiscent of the suits we see in the trailer. Could that have been done on purpose and these done after that? Absolutely. Could this be someone who's just speculating that Reed Richards is going to be there? Absolutely. But I don't think that's the case. I think there's a lot of legitimacy to these. Our first look at Shala Ball, Silver Surfer again. It's so detailed that we even have video of Sue Storm using her powers. Or well, motion clips, I should say, motion frames. This is insane. So it looks like we're going to get the Maestro Hulk world, enslaving the Hulks, his world of Hulks, his Hulk family. They're going to be transferred to this world where you've got Bruce Banner, you've got She-Hulk, and you've got Bruce's son, Scar. I think his name was Scar, right? And all these different Hulks around him. Hulk kids, Hulk women. Drop down a little bit more. It looks like you got Bruce there in chains, potentially. Before he turns into Hulk. Then you get God Emperor Doom. Look at him there wearing a crown. Again, it's a little bit better concept. He's got the white cloak on. He's got the white cloak. Again, like I said earlier, I think this is Sue Storm right here. This could even potentially be Natasha Richardson, Black Widow. Maybe it's Yelena Belova. Could be Yelena Belova. Kind of looks like her. Kind of looks like Scarlett Johansson. Because if you read the rumors that are flying around there, the leaks that are flying around, other than these, the potential Avengers Doomsday and Battle World is all the old cast is coming back. You get Chris Evans coming back to play Hydro Cap. Supposedly Scarlett Johansson is in the talks to come back to play Black Widow to face off against each other. So you're going to have Sam Wilson fighting Steve Rogers Hydra Cap. You're going to have Yelena Belova facing off against her sister, Scarlett Johansson, aka Black Widow, aka Natasha Richardson. That's when we could potentially get a different version of Tony Stark. What if we get the Chris Evans version also of Johnny Storm? What if we get any version of Johnny Storm versus the MCU 616, will be 616 at the time version of Johnny Storm? Crazy how detailed these are. It looks like you got a little bromance between Star-Lord, Peter Quill, and Vision. Got that there. Doom in Latveria. Probably be at the early events of Avengers Doomsday. This could potentially even be end credit scene for Fantastic Four for Steps. There's a lot of speculation and talk out there that we might see Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom kill Kang in that after credit scene. or maybe even at the beginning of Doomsday. Who knows? This is my favorite one, to be honest. This is my favorite one. The Young Avengers all together. You got Wong, you got Peter Quill, you got Hawkeye. I said her name a little while. Kate Bishop, Cassie Lang, Speed, Wiccan, Kamala Khan, and Dupe. Rocking the axe. Again, potential new Black Panther. Not Shuri. Could this be a variant? From all talk, Shuri is still intended to very much be our 616 Black Panther. Could this be an alternate timeline Black Panther? Is this who Denzel Washington's playing? I don't know. And our female Ultron. That's going to do it for me. I just wanted to jump on and bring this to you and talk about this a little bit and get those out there in case you wanted to see them. I appreciate everyone who's checking this video out. Listen, I know Absolute Geek Podcast has not had a new episode in a while. We are going to be back and better than ever. Coming back live. I haven't set a timeout for that yet, but keep that present. Click that notification bell so you know when we do start dropping new episodes. You can check me out live tonight on Saturday Night Special right here on this channel, as well as Thursday nights for Off the Mat, our pro wrestling channel. Guys, if you like this video, make sure to click and subscribe. Turn that notification bell on. Thumbs up, please. Would be greatly appreciated. If you want more from me and more from everything on this channel, click right here. Appreciate you checking out everything on this channel. Again, huge, massive Marvel leaks. What do you think this means? What do you think of this concept? Do you think Marvel leaked it on purpose? Do you think it's real? Do you think that someone is just goading us and yanking all of our chain to get us to talk about it and spread his art around, hoping that he gets a job from Marvel Studios? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. But I hope you beautiful people have a great Saturday, and we'll catch you in the next one.
All you freaks and geeks,
come all you freaks and geeks. Let's listen to Absolute Geek.
Absolute geek.
We'll go ahead and spread our cheeks
Spread the cheese.
and drink
And
some
we're for
Cosby wine.
we'll
Come
drink
on,
some
Absolute
Cosby wine. It makes me feel real fine. See you next time on the Absolute Geek.